Hi friends, good morning. Today we'll discuss about servlet life cycle. In previous lectures we have discussed about what are servlets, why they are important, how they are making our programming interface very dynamic, and how the efficiency is increasing, time saving. Even we have discussed about the APIs, architectures, HTTP requests from user when the user sending the request and when they are sending the response, and all these things we have discussed earlier. Fine. And why is the servlet portability, power, elegance, efficiency? These are also we have discussed. Servlet services we have discussed around. So we have discussed so much about the servlets. So now it's time to get to know about how we can create the servlets. So what is the life cycle of the servlets, and how they are created and how they will get destroyed when there is no use of the servlets. So let's see one by one each point. Basically, the web container manages the life cycle of the servlet instances. Fine. It is only managed by the web container. And what are the stages in the life cycle of a servlet is init means new initialization, you can say. There is a method of initialization. Then next is destroy method, and services are there like do get, do post, do put, to delete this kind of services. And in previous lecture also we have I have explained you in detail ki what is the purpose of do post, do put, to delete, to get. Fine. And destroy is for the like removing of the process. When there is when work is finished, then it will remove the process from the current processing. So this is the destroyed method we use to call them. And please note, keep in mind one thing: all these like a keyword for the servlet life cycle. You cannot use these other words for the same purpose. Like for the destroyed, you cannot use the remove, or for the initialization, you cannot use the start. Fine. So always you have to use only those keywords which are reserved. Like as in programming, we used to do we use the keywords only for the like do while the reserve for the looping. Then we cannot use that keywords for the other purpose. Fine. Same is here. Now lifecycle method should not be called by your code. You cannot call the lifecycle by your code, because it is the administrative responsibility how the servlet should be created, how they should be managed, and how they keep the busy. Every responsibility of the service creation is of the administrator, not of client. So you cannot create the method, you cannot call by your code. Now you can provide an implementation of these methods in HTTP servlet distinct classes to manipulate the servlet instance and the resource it depends. I've already discussed in the last lecture how the HTTP servlet help us to send the new request and to get the response from the server. You can see here also again servlet get post method was there, and servlet request object, servlet response object was there. So you can see how the HTTP servlet play a major role in these things. Now next is int method. What is int method? Just for the initialization. As in operating system also we have a process state cycle where there is a new state, ready state, waiting state, running state, suspended waiting, suspended block. These same kind of states are also exist in the servlet life cycle. Fine. Now first is the initialization method, and we used to represent it by the init keyword. Fine. Now it is called by the web container. It is called by the web container when the servlet instance is first created. When the first time a servlet instance is created, that time only web container can call this. The servlet specification guarantees that no request will be processed by this servlet until the int method is completed. It means what? Without int method, you cannot process the other things in the servlet. Fine. Means till now, till when you will not initialize your servlet, then how it is possible that other processes can be done? So only with the help of the only after the initialization process, other process will be processed in the servlet. Fine. Override the int method when there may be a condition when we need to override the int method, means when you need to create or open any servlet specific resources that you need for the processing user request. You can create or open any servlet specific resources also you can create, but only when there is a need for processing the user request. Otherwise you not need to override another method, because they used to do the overriding when when our like requirements are going to be changed. So sometimes the requirements are going to be changed, then only we create or open the any subject specific purpose. Fine. You need to initialize the state of the server. As I explained you in detail how the initialization process is must for the servlet processing. If initialization process is not processed, then we cannot proceed for the other work. So that's why they mentioned you need to initialize the state of the server. First we have to tell them what is the state of the server, then only processing can be done. Next is service method, means how the servlet will provide the various services, like to provide the user request, after processing the user request to provide the reply to the client. All these are by the service method. We have to initialize all these things in the service method. It is called by the container, web container, to process a user request. Service method is also called by the web container to process a user request. Whatever the request the user has done, that is called by the web container, and it displays the HTTP request to do get, do post, etc. Whenever the service method is there, then it will dispatch the HTTP request. Only with the help of HTTP request we can process our processing, like with the help of do get or do post, etc. Depending on the HTTP request method, get, post and so on. It depends what kind of HTTP methods are there. Send the result as a HTTP response. Do get or do post, these are the like request processing method. What kind of request is there, how many characters are there, and all these technicalities which we used to discuss in our programming language, that is going to be dealt here also. So according to our request category, they will send either by the do get, do post and all these things, and then send the result as a HTTP response. When the request is processed at the server side with the help of servlets, then it will send the response only with the help of servlet only. Fine. To the client side. Usually we do not need to override this method. Sometimes we have to override the int method, but for the service method we do not need of any kind of overwriting. Fine. Next is destroyed method. As the name suggests, the purpose of destroyed method, it is called by the web container when the sublet instance is being eliminated. Whenever any kind of service is initiated, destroyed, whatever activities are happening in the servlet, that is only called by the web container. Nothing else is there. Fine. Now the servlet specification guarantees just all the requests. Usually we used to call the destroy method, remove method, free, exit. All these methods are to make the memory free, so that we can reuse the memory for the another purpose. Fine. So we always assure that when we used to call this method, we used to assure that no other processes suspended remaining in the system. So every work is finished. Then only we used to call this kind of method. Even like in our daily life example, we used to shut down the laptop only when all functions get finished. Fine. Because once it is like shut down, destroyed, removed, exit, then it is difficult somehow to call again that method. So we use always like we want to reduce the time complexity, and we always want to make our processes very fast. So we keep in mind all these things. Fine. Now, server specification guarantees that all the requests will be completely processed before this method is called. By destroy method में server specification always guaranteed that all the requests will be completed processed. Override the destroy method when you need to override the destroy method when you need to realize any servlet specific resource that you had opened in the int menu. Whenever there is a INT method discussion, then we can say that there can be a need of overwriting. But in case of services method, we do not need of any kind of overwriting. You need to process the state of the servlet. Whatever state is currently going on, then we have to process. Otherwise, it is difficult to processing over the server side. Now, Java servlet examples. Please look at this. Processing parameters, how the parameters are going to be processed in the Java servlet. We want to create a servlet that takes an username as a parameter and says hello. Fine. Means whatever the username it will take, it will respond as a hello. Even sometime you used to visit the various websites and in the corner there is a pop-up message. In a pop-up message they used to ask, are you a newcomer or a new joinee type, and they used to, some automatic messages are going to be reflected there. It may be with the help of servlets also. Fine. So how we can create our servlet? Let's see. It takes an user name as a parameter and say hello, then it will take username. Means username it want to take as an input and it will produce as an output for the hello. We need HTML form with the text field. This is a text field and we need a HTML form, as we have already discussed about the HTML form. Even we have we did this part in our lab also. Fine. So I hope you people are getting about this. If you have any doubt, still then also you can ask me. We need HTML form with a text field. Form method. What is a form method? It can be the get or a post action the servlet, because we are going to create one servlet. Now input type text, because we are going to take the input as a text. Anyone can name in the form of text or numerical name. You have not seen anywhere, I think. So it will take as input type text and the name username. Means whenever the user will put its username, then only it will get the reply as a hello. Fine. Then you will close the form. Now, servlet can later retrieve the value entered in the form field. Servlet can automatically retrieve whatever the value you have entered. Find string name request.get parameter username. Means servlet will get to know this field by the it will save in the string name and it will access like a structure request.get parameter and the username in double quotes. Fine. Now see the proper example of the servlets, how the servlets will created here. First is hello form.html. This we have created one form for the HTML and we have saved by the HTML only. HTML body head title body, you know that very well. So HTML body form method get action hello servlet. Please enter your name. We are going to enter your name, text, username, input type, submit. Means when there is a submit button, then you click OK. Fine. That's why they are showing the value OK. Now form close, body close, HTML close. Hello servlet Java. Input Java, input output, input Java, X servlet, servlet.http. These all are the functions, how these are going to be created in your proper example, how you can create the HTML servlet. So public void do get HTTP server request, response, servlet exceptions, then response dot set content type to set the content type, what kind of content is there. Sorry. Now servlet output stream out, response dot get output stream, string username, request dot output name, outdoor print में HTML head title so these are all going to be printed at your site. Fine. So you see this is like how we are creating the HTML form even in the Eclipse IDE. Fine. By name you have put the hello HTML so that it can easily be identified in your hello server function. I hope you have cleared completely about this concept and you please try once to create this servlet. If you have any doubt then you can please ask me on WhatsApp. Fine. Now let's see how the HTTP request, what happens when the user enter his name. When sometimes the user enter his name, then how it will take. Let's see. IE means Internet Explorer send the following HTTP request to the Tomcat server or some other server. It's Tomcat is a server name basically. Get first web hello. These are all technicals. You need not to do this kind of encoding. Just if you are interested, you can see at this slide. Otherwise, you can skip also. Is your wish. Now accept image GIF, image X bitmap. These are all like keywords and things which are going to be there. So please look at this side once. User agent Mozilla 4. Compatible, MSI 6.0, Windows NT host, connection is keep live because the processing is going on. Fine. Now what happens when Tomcat receive and process the HTTP request? Here you are sending the request to the Tomcat server. Now the Tomcat is received and process the HTTP. Tomcat send the following HTTP response to the IE, like HTTP content length, date on which date you have sent, drawing hello body sublets may call. Now image counter sublet. So image counter sublet I will discuss in the next slide, next lecture. I hope we have cleared the life cycle of an servlets and how we can create our one servlet and how these servlets are useful, and you can create your own servlet as per your wish also. But please try to create according to this so that you will get to know how we can create the servlets between the server and the client. You can say. So okay class, I hope you people are doing study at well at home, and you should do even. So let's see when the exam will be going to be held. Fine. Creating the forms, new servlet, Eclipse, IGE. I hope you have cleared. Fine. So in next lecture we will discuss about the image counter servlet, what are the kinds of image counter now, and we will discuss about the sessions, queries, also sessions in the servlets, builds, API, session object, behind the scene, extracting data from the session. I'm showing you all these slides. This I'm going to discuss with you in next in few lectures. Login, logout, login form, login servlets. Because they used to in exams they used to ask this kind of questions, so that you can easily capture from this slide and you can learn it. Fine. Thanks a lot class. Okay.